Hey guys, it's Gingerly and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Sims 3 build for you guys. This is quite a fun one. It's a modern villa, which is kind of cool. I've done a few like modern builds, but I feel like this one is quite different to what I have done before. I actually used a reference picture for this one because I saw a really cool house and I was like, oh, like I googled for inspiration and then saw this and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But obviously I could only see the front of the house, so I guess the rest is like my interpretation. It could well have been a much smaller house, but I actually like designed it to be a big one because I haven't done a really big build on my channel before, and so I thought it would be really fun to give you guys something a bit different. And I love building like huge houses. The only thing is, when it comes to recording them, it's a bit of a nuisance, I guess, because it means that I have a lot of footage, and putting that in one video is not easy. So there will actually be two parts to this video just because I cannot fit it all in one. As you can see, this video is about like 22 minutes and it's pretty much just me actually building the house and also a little bit of the interior, but honestly not too much. So yeah, it needed to be done because it was just, there's too much footage. Honestly, I haven't even finished building this as you're watching. Well, building, I mean, I'm currently in the process of like furnishing it. um, but I haven't finished yet, and I'd say I probably already have like, let's think for a minute. I'd say probably about 6 hours of footage already. And I am not anywhere near done. So as you can imagine, yeah, there's just no way that I can even shrink like 6 hours of footage into being like a reasonably sized video. It's just not gonna happen. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind having it in two parts. I mean, for those of you who just, oh my god, I just started, oh, that always happens to me. Anyway, for those of you who just enjoy like the furnishings or whatever, you'll probably enjoy the next part more. But for those of you who like seeing the actual building of the house, you know, you'll probably enjoy this one more, and I'm sure there'll be some of you who enjoyed both parts, but yeah, it just had to be done, so yes. um, yeah, so this house is pretty dang big. I think it has 6 bedrooms, and a study, which could be another bedroom, so that would be 7. But I wanted to put a study in there just because I feel like who has a house that big with like all of these extravagant features and doesn't have a study? I feel like you'd have a study if you had a huge house. So, you know, obviously if you had a lot of Sims and you wanted to play in this house or whatever, you could easily turn that other bedroom, I mean, that study into another bedroom. Ugh, okay. Yeah, and then it has a lot of bathrooms too. I'm trying to think, but it probably honestly has like 7 bathrooms as well. Oh, maybe not. I'm not sure. I haven't counted, but it has a lot of bathrooms. Almost every bedroom has its own bathroom. I think there are 2 bedrooms that share, you know, they have like a Jack and Jill sort of situation going on. Um, but I think almost all of the other ones have their own bathroom, which is kind of cool. So yeah, now this house is really white, which I thought was kind of cool. I mean, I don't know if that would be the best option to go for because I feel like it would get really dirty over time, like the outside of the house I'm talking about. But hey, it looks cool. And then it was weird because the house only had like a little bit of like a section that had like wood paneling on the walls, and then it had a little bit of stone, and I thought that was kind of strange. I mean, maybe like the back of the house had more of that, I'm not sure, but I didn't do that. I mean, I thought it looked cool, but I don't know, at the same time it was a little bit weird, but anyway, I decided to copy it anyway because why not? But yeah, if you're wondering why I did that, that's why. So yeah, what I really liked about this house though, was that they had a lot of greenery and they had some weird spots to have greenery. I don't think that was proper English, but hey, it's fine. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, you'll know that proper English is not a thing here. Words just don't come out properly when it comes to voiceovers. But yeah, like here, I thought that was so cool to have like a little garden that was just like on top of a roof, I guess. I don't know, but you can't really go out there. I mean, I'm sure they must have a way. I guess like a ladder, right? You could, I don't know. But I thought that looked really cool. I will say it is a bit annoying because uh, like bits of the plants like cut into the walls, and so I had to keep moving them back, but then you can see like a bit of the roof, which is fine honestly, but like still. But no, I thought it was really cool. So here I guess you can kind of see just how big the house is. I mean, maybe you can't really tell, I'm not sure. But it has a very nice extravagant staircase, which I thought was really cool because you can see it from the front of the house when you look through the windows. And so, yeah. Oh, God. But I liked that a lot. I thought that was really cool. And so I wanted to keep that in this build as well. And I could kind of see through the windows in the actual picture as to like how the layout was a little bit. So I did keep that true to the picture. So there is kind of like a dining and living area towards the front of the house, and that was about all I could see. So yeah, that's pretty much where the referencing stopped. And yeah, the creativity began. Oh gosh. But yeah, I wasn't sure exactly how many stories the actual house was. I think it was probably um 2, but because in The Sims 3 you can't change the wall size, the height, um I made it 3 just because I'm pretty sure the house had really, really high walls. And I thought it looked weird if I didn't make it 3 stories in this one because it didn't look quite right. Okay, so I totally just had to like stop my voiceover like midway because my cat was sad, and so I needed to give her a little bit of attention because she comes first. Oh gosh. But yeah, so I'm kind of like forgotten where I'm up to, but it's fine. Pretty much. uh at this point of the build, the floor plan is really coming together. We're being we're able to see like how the house is going to look like. I was really struggling with these like Jack and Jill bedrooms that I'm doing right now. I was trying to fit a bathroom in there like appropriately so it wasn't really awkward, while also like having 2 decent sized bedrooms, but I think I managed to do it in the end, which is the main thing. And so now we're doing the I guess outside a little. It was kind of a struggle because I didn't realize how close to the back of the lot I started building. So this is literally as far as it goes back. So I didn't have a lot of options. But I knew I wanted to put a pool in there. So I like this little one. I would have ideally liked to put it up against the windows, but you can't do that in The Sims 3, which is a bit annoying. So instead I kind of did like this little walkway off to the side that goes like in between the pools. Obviously this is not a very safe house for children or really anyone who can't swim. Um, but it is The Sims, so I really don't care. I did consider putting a fence there, but I was like, no, it looks way cooler without one, so I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, obviously like this would not be the most like safe house, but I don't care. You know, in real life this would never happen, but I thought it was kind of cool, so that's what I did. And I really wanted to put some like lounge chairs out there just because I thought that would be like the coolest place to like sit and lounge, especially because the beach is actually like right there. Like if this was your house, you could totally walk to the beach. But obviously because it's The Sims, it doesn't work that way. But you know, I thought that was kind of cool. So yeah. And then I did want to put like an outside like entertaining area, so I decided to do it upstairs, like in this little balcony area. The only issue is that this is gonna come out like from one of the kids' bedrooms. I haven't actually like done anything to this bedroom yet, but I know it will be one of the kids' bedrooms. So I mean that's a little bit annoying, I guess, but hey. Uh, that's actually how my house is in real life. Like you have to go through my bedroom to get to our balcony. So I guess it's not that big of a deal. I should get over it. But anyway, yeah, so I'm just putting in some lighting. This house isn't the brightest only because the windows are a little bit more sparse than I usually would put in, mainly because that's actually how the build like looked like from the picture. And so I kind of thought it would be cool to do it that way. You know, I definitely think I could have gotten away with putting like way more windows in, but it just didn't look like it had that many windows. So I don't know, I tried to be a bit more sparse with the windows. So yeah, some rooms definitely need more lights than others, but you know, that's fine. It's not a huge deal, but yeah. So I really like using these doors. They are custom content. I think anyway, they could be like a recreation of something else, like doors from like an expansion pack or something. I'm not 100% sure. I don't own any of the packs, but I really want them. I should be getting a few soon, so I'm excited. I just waiting for the right time, you know, so we'll get there. And then this room right here is going to be the master bedroom, and then the like ensuite for that, which you'll see in the next video, I believe. I don't think it's in this one, so get excited. But yeah, so pretty much in this video you will see me do the kitchen and the like formal living and dining room, and yeah, that's it, which I mean it's a good amount, I guess. In a normal house that would be like a fair chunk of the house, but obviously this house is huge, so not quite. um but yeah, I thought I wanted to keep a little bit of the interior in here just because I thought it wouldn't be that great if I just did the outside of the house. I mean, it totally would have worked, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of footage from the interior, so I thought I better add some in here. So yeah. Um, this house I did decide to go with like a red, white and black theme. I don't personally love that theme too much. Like in real life. Obviously in The Sims, if you've watched any of my other videos, you know I do like to experiment. And I also tend to go for themes when it comes to building, which I know is not that realistic, but like I just like matchy stuff. I don't know why. Like when I build, I just want everything to be like the same shade of everything, but not really. It's hard to explain. But yeah, I don't know why I do that. I just do. I know a lot of people wouldn't like that and would never furnish a house like that. Like each room would have its own thing. But I find that so hard to make it look good without it feeling like each room is a completely separate thing. I don't know how to explain, but I struggle. So that's something I'm gonna have to work on, but anyway. Yeah, so this is the kitchen. I like this a lot. I wanted to make it kind of more of a unique, what? A unique like I guess design. I mean, it's a very strange kitchen. It's a very weird shape, but I like it. I think it's cool. And then there's also going to be like a little dining area, which I mean honestly looks a lot like a proper formal dining area, which I did not really intend it to look like, but I guess if you know you had a nice big house and you were nice and rich, why not have like two formal dining areas? It was meant to be more of like a, you know, a place that you would just eat all the time with your like family, if that makes sense. But you know, I did kind of think like this family that owns this house probably have a lot of kids, which is why there's so many bedrooms. And so I figured, you know, they'd probably have a large table in there anyway, so it could definitely work as like a non formal dining area. And yeah, my favorite like set to use is this one right here, and it is custom content. I have no idea who it's by, unfortunately, but I love it. You would have seen me use it before in a renovation I did for The Sims 3. It was a while ago now. I forgot which one it is. I think it's my August Moon renovation. I think so. You'll be able to see it. The chairs are used in the thumbnail, so if you want to see them in like the original color, which is like the yellow color, you know, feel free to check out that video. You don't have to, of course. Now, I did use this wallpaper, which I think could possibly take it out of the modern genre. I don't know. I'm not an interior designer. I have no skills in that at all. I literally just do what I think looks good. I know a lot of people who make Sims videos are like proper, maybe not interior designers, but they have experience in design and stuff. I do not. I mean, I did like year 12 Viscom, does that count? I don't know, but yeah, I like to do whatever I think works. So, you know, it could possibly be like a mix between like Art Deco almost and modern. I don't know, but I thought it looked cool, so why not? Yeah, I love wallpaper so much. Like, I feel like when I have my own house one day, I'm just gonna wallpaper everything. I think it looks so cool, and especially with like this kitchen with the black cabinets and stuff. I don't know, I like it, and it makes the space look just a little bit more cozy, I think. I don't know. Also, don't mind the fact that I left the grids on. I've been doing such a bad job with that lately. Ugh. I don't know why I do this to myself. But I did turn it off. You'll see it in a minute. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. I think it's because whenever I used to play The Sims like on my own or whatever, I didn't realize, like, it didn't bug me. Like, I literally had no, like, it didn't even occur to me, like, oh, this is annoying. Like, I don't find it annoying in my opinion. Like, I know a lot of people do, but I don't. And so, I just don't notice because I've literally spent my whole life, not my whole life, but a large portion of my life building with grids on. And so sometimes I do forget, so I'm sorry, but yeah. I also built a house a little while ago, which I'm not sure if you guys will actually end up seeing or not. You might, we'll see. I don't like love it, so we'll see. But I pretty much like left the grids on for like the whole of that as well, which I noticed when it was too late, and I was like, why? But it's okay. It's fine. Like, let me know, does it annoy you guys? And if it does, like, I was about to ask why, but I mean, I can understand why it would be annoying, but at the same time, it's not that annoying to me. I definitely think for actually like, you know, the video's purpose, it looks a lot better without them, so I do understand that, and that's why I've made an effort. I've tried to make sure that I take them off, but obviously sometimes I forget. I'm only human. But yeah, it's fine. So I should probably explain what I'm doing here. This is like the formal living area. I mean, obviously it could pass as a normal living area, but I mean, I call it the formal one just because it is a rather open space, and you know, there is going to be a dining table next to it, so yeah, it is, I guess, more on the formal side. But I mean, those couches probably aren't the most formal. I probably should have used some different ones, but at the same time, in black, I think they look pretty good. But yeah, and so as you can see, what I was talking about, I took the red from the chairs and put them on the cushions, just because I wanted to bring that red through here. I will say the red doesn't completely go throughout the whole house. It is more of like a thing just on this level of the house. I mean, in my mind I had it that like one of the adults that live in this house must really enjoy that color theme, because the master bedroom also has the red theme, but then there are also other aspects of the house that don't. So yeah. I don't know, I wanted to use red because I haven't done that. I've used a bunch of different colors before, but red is not really one of them. Yeah. And as I said, it's not really my thing. I think it looks a little harsh. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but I do really like how it turned out. So yeah. Yeah, I swear there was something else I wanted to say, but I honestly cannot remember. I swear my mind just goes all kinds of places. But yeah. And I haven't done the wallpaper yet. I like to leave that to last a lot of the times because I don't know how the room is going to turn out. And I think it's hard to choose a wallpaper beforehand because then I feel like I'm basing the room around the wallpaper as opposed to the furniture. Which honestly you could do it either way, but I just find it easier to do it this way. So yeah. I've seen a lot of people that do the wallpaper for like the entire house and then come back and then furnish it, and I don't know how people do that. I mean, good for them because I can't. Like I would just be lost. I need to like, I don't know, see what I'm doing and then I can be like, oh, okay, that'll work, that won't. But yeah. It's crazy to me. But yeah, I wanted to put a little bar in because I'm like, you have a fancy house, you need a bar. So I thought it was fitting, plus it was like kind of an awkward space and I didn't know what to do, and so I was just kind of looking through all of the items that we have and I decided that that was a good spot for a bar. Yeah, and I mean, you guys will probably see I don't put too much like clutter in this house just because I don't know. I just didn't feel like it was a house to have a lot of clutter. So, I kind of try and keep it to a minimum. But anyway, guys, we have come to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you next time. Bye!